Hello friends, I'm here today to do the mid-year book freakout tag. I am filming this into July, so I'm going to cut off my reading for the tag at the end of June, so it's the 6 months exactly. So let's go ahead and get started. Question number 1, the best book you've read so far this year. I am going to have to go with Fourth Wing for the answer to that question. I'm sure you've heard about it, but this is a new fantasy series from Rebecca Yarros. It's kind of a war college. The main character is going into this war college, and instead of the kind of more brainy section that she's always kind of planned her life to be in, her mother insists that she goes into the Dragon Rider section. So yeah, there's a whole thing. I will say, I've seen a lot of criticism about this book and how, like, this not really world building, and all that kind of stuff. To that I say, we are in Violet's perspective in this book, the main female character, and so she is also unaware of all of the things that have led her world to being where it is. So that's why it's unclear as to what's going on and how we got here, because she doesn't know, so we don't know. It's just been bugging me that people have been like criticizing it for that world building, but it's very clearly explained at the end that Violet doesn't know what's going on. So that was just my little 2 cents. But yeah, this is the best book that I've read so far this year. Question number 2 is the best sequel you've read so far this year, and I'm going to go with Heartless by Elsie Silver. This is Cade and Willa, and it's a single dad nanny romance. I still liked Flawless Book 1 a little bit more than I liked this one, but I will say when I was looking through all of the books that I've read, this was definitely one that I would consider the best sequel. Question number 3 is new releases you haven't read yet but want to, which is basically my whole July TBR. To start off with, I have Reckless by Elsie Silver. This is book 4 in the Chestnut Spring series. I also have The Brick Wall and the Bombshell by Jiffy Kate. This is book 4, I believe, in their New Orleans Revelers baseball series. Desert Island Duke by Kate Bateman. This is a short little novella in her Ruthless Rivals series. Rewrite Our Story by Kat Singleton. This is the first in her Sutton Mountain? Yeah, Sutton Mountain series. It's a small town romance. And the last new release that I haven't gotten to yet is Final Offer by Lauren Asher. This is book 3 in her Dreamland Billionaire series. Question number 4, the most anticipated release for the second half of 2023. I actually haven't dug too deep into the end of the year. The ones that I have, how many do I have? I have 5. So at the end of July is The Rebel King by Gina Maxwell. This is book 2, and I don't know what the series is called, but it's kind of like a fae mafia type situation. The book 1 was anyway. I'm not sure what the second book is. I believe both in August. August 1st is In the Likely Event by Rebecca Yarros. I just finished this one last night as an early copy, and I am so excited for other people to read this one. It's going to tear your heart out the same way all Rebecca Yarros contemporaries do, but so worth it. So good. I think also in August, I need to double check the release. I have Knockout by Sarah McLean. This is the next book in her Hell's Bells series, I think is what it's called. And then 2 fantasies, I have Iron Flame by Rebecca Yarros. This is the sequel to Fourth Wing. And I don't know when the release date is for that. I need to look it up. And then I also need to look up A Queen of Thieves and Chaos by K.A. Tucker. This is the next one in her fantasy series, Fate of Wrath and Flame. I don't know what the series is called. Question number 5, the biggest disappointment so far this year, and I'm gonna go with Mile High by Liz Tomford. I wanted to like this one because everyone loves it, and I wanted to like it so bad, but it just really fell flat for me. Both of the characters were terrible, and I didn't really feel their chemistry, and so yeah, it was a big disappointment. I really, really wanted to like it. Question number 6, the biggest surprise so far, and I'm gonna go with Black Ties and White Lies by Kat Singleton. I expected to like this, because it's a super smutty billionaire boss romance, and so I expected to like it, but I didn't expect to love it as much as I did. Also brings me to question 7, favorite new author. And I'm gonna go with Kat Singleton. This is still the only book I've read by her, but I have Rewrite Our Story to go, and I have her Rockstar series that I'm planning to do a series reading vlog on soon. So I really liked her writing in this one, obviously enough to pick up those other ones. And then Morgan did an interview with her, and I really enjoyed watching that. I'll try to remember to leave that linked down below. And then I met her at Denver and Book Bonanza, and she's just fun, and she's so super sweet, and so yeah, I would say that she's probably my favorite new author that I've read this year. Question number 8, newest fictional crush. I do not have an answer for that one. Question number 9, newest favorite character. I didn't write down an answer for that one either. Huh. I don't have an answer written down for that one either, and scrolling through my Goodreads, I don't like no characters are jumping out at me from any of the books that I read, so I guess I don't have an answer for that one either. Question 10, a book that made you cry. I don't think any have made me cry in the first half of this year. Since the end of June is a different story, but I really don't think I cried during any of them. I would say probably the closest that I got, because as far as I can tell, as far as I can remember, it was one of the more emotional books that I've read, but that is Stolen English by Tasha Boyd. Andrea, the main female character in this one, she's spent, I think it's like 10 years working on this yacht, and she ran away from an abusive husband when she started working on the yacht, and so it's been almost that decade, and she's like she's decided it's time to like start taking back her life, and yeah, it was really emotional. It was really nice to see her like overcoming that trauma, that kind of stuff. So yeah, I would say this is probably the closest, but I don't remember actually crying. Question 11, a book that made you happy, and I am going to go with Resting Witch Face by Juliet Cross. This is book 5 in her Stay a Spell series. This is Jules and Ruben. They've been hinted at, they've been teased, they lived up to the hype. I was super happy to finally see them get together. Question 12, the most beautiful book you've bought this year. I can't wait to see everybody's answers for this, because I don't allow myself to buy special editions, because then I would just be like spending way more money on special editions than I want to spend. So I can't wait to see what everybody else's answers for this are. But I'm gonna go with Fourth Wing. I have the first printing with the sprayed edges. It's a beautiful gold shiny. There's a really pretty map inside of it. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Fourth Wing, but like I said, I cannot wait to see what other people say is what they consider the prettiest book. And finally, question 13, what books do you need to read by the end of the year? Until Book Bonanza, my 2023 releases stack, I keep the new releases for the year separate from my TBR shelf. Until Book Bonanza, that stack was very low, but now it is not. So I would like to try to get that stack lower, and then I'm going to Love in Vegas at the end of October, so I need to start reading authors for that. But yeah, I think those are my priorities. The 2023 releases that I have, and Love in Vegas authors. So yeah, that is my mid-year book freakout tag. I can't wait to see what everyone else posts. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see y'all next time. Bye.